Hi, and welcome to Chamber Chat. I'm Danielle McFadden, president of the Greater Lowell Chamber of Commerce. And this Inside Lowell podcast is coming to you from the WellPoint Studios. WellPoint, the only health plan offering healthcare benefits exclusively to Massachusetts GIC members. At WellPoint, your whole health is their whole point. Washington Savings Bank, make the switch now to Washington Savings Bank. TMI Properties, quality and value at every price point. Find your perfect space with TMI. Boston North Company, business solutions for restaurant and retail. Mahoney Oil, providing warmth and protection since 1925. Francis E. Preventure Insurance, the agency Greater Lowell has counted on for more than 41 years. And by the Massachusetts Pirates, bringing the action and excitement of arena football to the Mill City. And now time for another Inside Lowell podcast. Inside Lowell, if Lowell is your home, this is your place. I am so excited to have our guests on with us today. So I'm going to do this shot and then I'm going to go over here. So we have the boys of summer, the 12U Lowell team, Coach Brian Durkin.
Hello.
And I'm going to let you introduce your players.
Sure.
I know them all, but I think coming from Coach will be kind of cool. What do you guys think?
Sitting next to me here, this is Jake McNeil. In the middle is Tyler Durkin. And on the end there is Owen White. They all play on the 12U team for the city of Lowell and had an unbelievable experience this summer. And that's what they're here to talk about.
Yeah, so where do we even start? Like, I'm looking at all the bling over here that we'll have to show. So let's kind of start at the beginning of the summer and then wrap it up with your Cooperstown trip.
Sure. So the way it works is that we have to play through the district season. We play an entire season, and then we get to the district championships. And I'm not speaking out of school, right? The district that we play in, which is District 2, is the most difficult tournament in the entire state. We have Tewksbury, Chelmsford, Westford, Newburyport, Lowell, and Dracut, which are some of the top teams across the board. So we had to fight our way out of the district tournament. We wound up having a great experience there. Where did we go, 4-1?
Yeah, we lost to North Andover.
We lost to North Andover.
Yeah, so we went 4-1 there, and then we wound up becoming the district champion, which is a very difficult thing to do, and one of the first times Lowell has accomplished that for 12 years old.
Incredible. But you didn't stop there.
We did not stop there. So we wound up, and one of the more difficult things for these guys, too, is the state tournament, which we qualified for, was down in East Freetown, which is an hour and 40 minutes away. Mm-hmm. So we were traveling back and forth, and in that tournament, we went, 3-2 in pool play?
Yeah.
And then we wound up going on a run there as well, and we beat the three top teams. We beat Newburyport, we beat Milton, and then we beat North Attleboro to become the Eastern Mass State champions.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then after we did that, we wound up qualifying for regionals. And regionals are the top teams in all of New England. So there were teams from New Hampshire, which was Manchester, Rhode Island, Vermont, Connecticut, which was a team called Bethwood. And then there was a host team called Acushnet Freetown.
Fairhaven.
Fairhaven Acushnet. And then the last one was the Western Mass State champions of Marlborough, which we wound up facing twice and beating them twice, so I think we're officially the Mass State champions now.
I would definitely think that.
So we went 4-0 in pool play there. We beat two teams en route to the regional finals, and we lost a really tight game to the eventual winner, which was Bethwood from Connecticut, and they're playing at Branson, Missouri now in the Cal Ripken World Series.
Sorry, but that would have kind of messed up some plans to go to Cooperstown. So
that's right. That's right. In all, they went 13-4 in the run, though.
It's
and had some
incredible
team and individual performances for the kids.
So let's talk to the boys. Why don't you guys each give me your favorite moment during the summer? That's pretty loaded, so we'll see.
My favorite moment during the summer was in the state tournament, the semifinals. We just barely beat a Milton team that we lost to in pool play, and there were great plays at the end of the game. We hit well, and we just barely won to go to the state championship.
Excellent.
Oh, that was mine too. But yeah, I'd say that too. We made a lot of great plays to close out those tight games, and they helped us get all the way to the regional finals. So
that was also my favorite moment because I feel like that was the best team we played all summer.
Yeah.
And we just barely beat them, which they were a very good team.
So you guys are all on the same page, which must mean that that's why you play so well together. But you guys also spend a ton of time together.
Yeah.
So the baseball season, we've talked about the summer, but you guys have been playing together for how many years?
Since we were like 9,
Since we were,
or
like,
some of
7.
us, yeah.
So cool. And I think that's what makes the Lowell program so great too. I mean, Lowell is producing a lot of amazing baseball players.
Yeah, so just to give some clarity to it, 2 years ago, we stopped having the individual parks in the city, so it stopped being Shed Park, it stopped being the Highlands. We ultimately wound
In
up going-
Pawtucketville.
in Pawtucket, yeah, exactly. But it used to be individually Shed, Highlands, Callery, Pawtucketville, Centerville, and then the Acre had a team, the AYO. They used to all play separately, and ultimately nobody really saw each other, and nobody really liked each other because they all took each other as their opponents and everything else. When Lowell Youth Baseball went collective, and we started to do every team is now integrated, and while we're traveling across the city, these kids came to know each other. They came to like each other. They loved to play together. And then what's happening now is you're seeing an unbelievable rec experience, right? But the rec experience now is rolling over to unbelievable success that's never been experienced in Lowell the way that we're doing it now. So last year, this team, and I guess this is what started their run, they won the Bay State Tournament of Champions tournament, which has never been done in 40 years in Lowell. They were the best team. They beat out, 45 other teams?
40. Think about that. That's incredible. 45.
Yeah, and that's what they did. So they won that. So they won the Bay State Tournament champions last year. Then they were the district champions this year. They were the state champions this year, and the runner-up in the New England Regional. So it's pretty remarkable to track of progress. But it's a testament that the model's working. Is that we're getting all these kids to play together and creating some continuity
Absolutely.
across the board. The only team that doesn't play with us is the Roberto Clemente League. They didn't want to be part of the collective, but everyone else has joined together, and it's pretty remarkable.
And you guys are like all best friends now. I remember I bumped into you and Julie and Lydia at the Poke Fest, and Tyler, you just saw all your teammates walk by and you left.
Yeah.
You're like, see ya. I'm like, does he even have any money on him? They're like, oh, he's with his friends.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
But yeah, it's just so cool to see that.
It really is, and it's not just this level that's doing it. I mean, 8U was the district champions.
Yes.
9U was the district champions. 9U lost in the semifinals of the states. The model is working, and as you grow together, it's hopefully going to create this unbelievable feeder system, to get to the high school and really get the competitive juices going for that too. So it'll be great.
It's been very fun to watch. So Landry, my son, is on the 8U, so they had a really good run this summer too. And it's fun to be a part of it. And it's really bringing the whole community together. Like I got to do an article on you guys where we profiled everybody and just to see how many people are commenting and sharing. You're bringing the community together through baseball.
Yeah, you got the amount of text messages that we got and Facebook messages and everything else. I can't tell you how many times they said, you guys are making the city proud. You guys are representing us. And I mean, people that we didn't even know were out there keeping track of it. All they talked about was these guys and the plays that they made. And you should tell them about the play that you guys are all talking about.
Oh, well, I'll say it. So Jake was playing shortstop, and a ground ball was hit to Jake, and then it was Jake, and then Jake ran to second, and the kid slid in, so we hopped over the kid sliding in, and then he spiked the ball, and then I made the pick for the double play.
It's incredible. That must have felt pretty good.
Yeah, it felt great.
Changed the
And
tide.
Owen was pitching.
Yeah, O was pitching at the time. So it was
Awesome.
such a cool moment, and just watching them rise to the next level, meet every single challenge, and then just keep taking the adversity and taking it over, beating it. It was so fun to watch as a coach too,
Well, speaking of coaches, and that was going to be my next kind of point, is that so all of your fathers are coaches for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That must be such a great experience to have with your fathers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get to be with them even more, and like they because they get to help us coach at home, it's also helpful to have them on the field with us.
Because they remind you of the stuff that they practice with you, and then it kind of can go onto the field. So
They give you a lot of advice while you're playing.
You know what? It was funny. It's Coach Dave McNeil and I always talk because it's easier for me to talk to Jake and he talks to Ty for me, and Coach Steve McNamara, Brian White, everyone we work collaboratively, and you can see when it's time to talk to someone else's kid so they don't have to, because it's difficult separating the role of father and coach, and you want to make sure that you're not favoring your son versus somebody else, and sometimes it's just easier to get a message to your kid through somebody else. And I think we do a really effective job of making that happen.
I think there's something to be said too about all of the hard work for all the parents, right? I mean, the coaches, the amount of hours that you have put in.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah, it's
almost a full-time job on top of a full-time job.
It's a lot. I mean, a lot of us, we all, we give a lot. We give a lot of time, a lot of effort. It takes an absolute village to make it happen, because the parents on our team, everybody helps each other out with rides and making sure that the kids are fed and taken care of, and our wives are at home, kind of holding down the fort while we're somewhere for 6-7 hours at a baseball field or raking a field or doing all these things, because it does
yes,
but the reward in the end is just so tremendous. And they're only little once, they're already 12 years old. They're graduating from the little diamond, going to the big diamond now.
Goodness.
Which is heartbreaking, but awesome, because, we've been with them for every step of that process. It's been great.
We were having trouble with the cameras before we were able to record. And so you guys were very patient. So thank you. But you were tossing the ball around, you guys talking. I'm like, it's like you're talking to grown-ups.
Yeah.
It's crazy, like the progression and how fast that happens.
It is. I mean, like I said, I've coached at Shed Park. We coached when they were 7 and 8. And then these guys all started to play together at 9. So the growth that we have now, but we also all play in the Boomer program, right? So a lot of these kids all play Boomer, which is essentially an extension of Lowell Youth Baseball.
Yep.
It's more of the high level baseball that we play. So a lot of these kids play Boomer together, and then Boomer rolls over. It's not necessary that you play Boomer to play district travel ball, but a lot of the kids travel together. They play together, and one of the things that we always get complimented on from the other coaches that we play against is how disciplined they are and how well they play together and how well they execute the small stuff. And that's because, the city of Lowell giving us access to these fields and having these kids develop and have this opportunity has really, basically transformed how we approach baseball in Lowell. And it's paying dividends tenfold on the field. Is pretty remarkable.
Oh, it's incredible. So we were at Boomer tryouts on Saturday, and over on the other field, we were at Shed Upper. The work and the time that you guys put into maintaining these fields. So I just have to say that, because there's been, talk about who maintains the fields, and you guys put so much pride into raking those fields and wetting those fields. And I think somebody had a weed whacker out. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of dedication.
It is. It's a lot of work, but it's one of those things where I think everyone kind of has embraced the city as we're all part of it. So, I mean, it's a lot of work to say that one person should be capable of doing what we need.
Yeah. So
collectively, on our coaching staff, we're Belvedere, we're Highlands, we have people from Centerville, we have people from all over the place. Everybody takes pride in the fact that we want, when someone comes to the city of Lowell, to say, wow, right? So we maintain it, we take care of it, we help, we do our part to make sure that is an unbelievable representation. We were talking about it off camera about the Memorial Day tournament.
Yes, that was so
Every single team that we brought, we brought 40-something teams to the city of Lowell. From
everywhere. Albany, New York, upstate Maine.
Every team that came recommitted on the spot.
It's incredible.
When they saw the quality of what we were offering in terms of the city fields, the city workers that were there, making it happen for us, the vendors that you helped bring through the chamber, all these people that were coming to make this an unbelievable, successful event, to have everyone, actually, they all went to the Pirates game too. When they all came here, they all said the same thing. We just can't get over what the city has to offer, and they immediately recommitted, and we're going to grow it again.
That is awesome. I love hearing that.
Yeah, and these guys were all part of it. They get to watch it.
Yeah.
And eat all the Kona ice they could handle.
Oh my gosh. There was a lot of junk food being eaten that weekend for sure. Show me your bling.
Okay, so this is our state championship ring that we got.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Give that to O.
We got it from winning the state championship against North Attleboro, and they gave us that plus a medal that
We also got this medal for winning the state championship. And we also got, the ring was attached to a gold chain that we also got for winning the state championship.
And then this is our runner-up medal for getting second in the New England.
So cool. So what do you guys do? Do you guys hang these up? Are you gonna like go to the first day of school like totally blinged out with everything on?
I have mine. Mine are hanging up in my room, and then my ring is on like my bureau.
Awesome.
And then this is our Cooperstown pin. It says Cooperstown 2024 with the Lowell logo and then the Lowell Red Raiders with like the mills up there too. So it's really cool. All the stuff that we got.
I'm wearing one right now, and I have a feeling that Landry's going to take it from me as soon as I get home.
And the kids, they helped design those pins, and they were super excited to make sure that the mill buildings were in the background, because one of the things, we haven't talked about it yet, but they went to Cooperstown, part of the 12-year-old experience. This team wound up going out there, and they do a lot of pin trading, and some kids they bring out these wild pins, but they wanted to make sure that Lowell was represented well. So they have the mill buildings, the baseball with the L prominently displayed, and they traded those with their blackout pins, and the amount of pins that they traded with other teams was 104 other teams from across the country.
That's incredible.
So when they went out to Cooperstown, they played a team from Washington, they played a team from California, Nevada, 2 teams from Minnesota, and then a team from New York. So it's unbelievable to see the quality of baseball that gets played across the nation. But, I mean, they got to live in a barracks for 5 days, have summer camp baseball style, and they loved it.
So, yeah, let's talk a little bit about your Cooperstown experience. I'm going to start with Jake this time. Put you right on the spot.
Cooperstown was really fun. You just got to hang out with your friends for a while. It was just a fun baseball experience. And it wasn't all about winning, just more about having fun.
Awesome. And you guys certainly deserve that after the run that you guys had.
It was really fun. It was also cool to like be next to like the kids like across this like street was like kids from California and then Minnesota. So it was really cool to meet those kids and like see what almost their life is like over there and like their baseball journey. So it was really cool to like learn about that and talk to them and trade pins with them.
Yeah, it was really cool to see how like our team and like how we play is able to stack up against like the competition across the nation. And also it was just a good, like, fun thing to kind of get away from all the super competitive baseball that we've been playing for months before that. So it was a good way to...
And wrap up our summer on in the Little Diamond. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good way
to finish.
So cool, and to be able to say it from across the nation. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jake. Tell her what you did.
Oh, I hit my first home run there.
That's incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it really was. It was, the culmination of their little baseball journey.
Yeah.
But they had played 17 of the most competitive lights out games I've seen from this age group. So for them to go out there and just to be able to unwind, they ate together, they played together, they explored the Baseball Hall of Fame together. They did all these things, and it wasn't all about winning. It was about the experience and basically a graduation ceremony that we put together for them. They loved it, and the kids came back, and every single kid you talk about, they don't talk about the baseball. They talk about the barracks. They talk about the laughs. They talk about the pin trading. They talk about getting to meet kids from across the country that they never would have had the opportunity for that. So it's a nice way. It's a nice way for them to appreciate the journey.
And that's part of the Lowell program too, with the 12U team goes to Cooperstown.
Yeah, and it used to be just a Shed Park thing, but now it's a citywide thing, so kids from all over the city get to experience it.
Awesome.
If there's enough interest, sometimes they send 2 teams. Like last year, they sent 2 teams. This year, they sent 1, and the plan is to have that tradition continue.
Awesome.
Because it's something that they'll just never forget. It's just core memories for them,
And I'd be remiss, I have to say, there's opportunities if you're listening and you want to help support this program for fundraising, sponsorship. So if you're a local business or just somebody in the community that loved this story and wants to kind of give back, there's always opportunities for that as well.
Yeah, they sell signs out on the to be hung up on all the fields. But last year someone sponsored the entire league and bought summer league helmets. So we weren't using all mismatched helmets. Now everybody has a black helmet with an L on it. So there's a lot of different sponsorship opportunities. There's a lot of different ways to help out. And every single dollar that we raise defrays the cost for kids across the city. And it also helps us pay for kids that can't.
Yeah, it's great.
There's no kids ever going to be denied the opportunity to play for money reason.
Anything else you guys want to tell the viewers and listeners about your experience this summer?
I feel like we've said it all.
A chance to thank
Yeah,
you, Laura, for all the
thank
support.
you. Like, thanks to the people who came to the golf tournament and gave us money so we could have the opportunity to go to Cooperstown and experience just a really fun memory that we'll never forget.
Yeah, like throughout our run, all the people that were following on Game Changer and coming to the games, waiting to see what happened, like that was just cool to see, like the whole city almost watching and seeing what would happen next.
Yeah, everybody was supporting us throughout our run.
Mm-hmm.
Thank your dads and your
And
And thank you,
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
thank you to our
parents,
parents for taking us to all the
like
games. and
driving us to Freetown and Acushnet and Cooperstown. It was just, yeah,
yeah,
it was
sacrificing so much time
Yeah.
so we could have the
work.
experience that we did.
Sacrificing work was a big one.
And it's like you guys are one big family. Doesn't it feel that way? Like now, what has it been like a couple days since you haven't seen everybody? And it's like, wow, feels weird. You
Yeah,
guys
it
have
does.
spent
It feels
so
weird not
much
seeing
time
them.
together.
Yeah, and the tryouts are on Saturday for the next Boomer season.
Oh.
But no, the bottom line is, I mean, the city of Lowell has been unbelievable for us. The time and the effort that the Parks Department and the administration has given to us to be able to be helpful and just give it whatever we need.
Yeah.
They helped us. And then we were able to put together, programs and all these different things that I think are representative of what we have in Lowell.
Mhm.
And we've finally captured that collective spirit for across the board from 8U all the way to 13U. I mean, they're not here right now, but the 12U softball program,
Yes.
undefeated.
Yeah,
18
we're gonna have them on, so they'll be our next
But that's
sports
just
podcast.
it's not just the boys.
Yep.
It's the girls. Every single thing is trending in the right direction because of the investment that the parents, the families, the administration, and the Lowell Youth Baseball Board has put together
Yeah,
to be able to get it going in the right direction. It's just it's unbelievable.
it's really fun to watch, I have to say. So, and I'm just at the beginning of it. And
Yeah, the very
Landry's already like, I'm playing baseball for Lowell High. I'm like, okay, like you're 8, but that's his goal already, is to be able to do that.
It's a great goal.
Yeah.
It's a great goal. A lot of us played there and beyond.
Did you say that's your goal?
I said that's a solid goal,
Oh,
but
it's a
yeah,
solid
that's
goal.
also my goal too.
What about you guys? Maybe?
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go
Cool.
high.
Awesome.
We've got 3 commitments.
There we
That's
go. Coach Grant's gonna be very happy.
good. Yeah, and that's the thing of creating the pipeline to get there and hopefully sustain and grow the program. Can't ask for more.
No, it's a testament to you truly and all the people that you work with, because you put in a lot of hours.
And it's a testament to our wives and the patience
Yeah.
they have for us too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we wouldn't trade it for the world because, like we said, they're little ones.
Yeah.
And the fact that you have this opportunity to work with them and impact kids and help kids that otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity, it's invaluable to me.
Absolutely.
But it helps us make better people, better Lowell residents. So don't move.
You have to stay here forever now. So,
Grow the brand, baby.
well, thank you guys so much. This was so much fun.
Thank you for having us.
having us.
Yeah, you're very welcome, and come back again and give us updates next year when you guys are killing it again.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you all for tuning in to such a fun episode of Chamber Chat. Go Lowell.